Oh crap. Y'all up in here. Give me 2 ticks. Let me figure out what the heck I'm doing. There we go. There we go. There we go. I'm just playing with this thing, just trying to. Here we go, right here. Now it kind of look like y'all's now, don't it? Welcome to Hood Tech Institute. Everybody, Led Farmer 73 here. What's going on? Listen, I really ain't going to be here long. I'm not, for real, for real. Everybody that was in here with me, let me pull up my chat. I can't see my chat. Hold on a second. See, I'm still playing. I see y'all in here. Hold, here we go. Here we go. There we go. What's going on, everybody? Cheryl Faulkner, Divine Order, Anita Bidella, Trina's Journey, Ant for Barbecue for the Future. I'm surprised everybody is even woke after last night in the middle of the night. Y'all stayed up with me till 3 in the morning. That was crazy. I've been asleep all day. Yo, and watching videos, everybody else's channels. Who else we got in here? For the Future, Lisa Washington, TLC in the Garden, Cheryl Faulkner, Brenda Childs, Dave Busby. Okay. Israel, I don't want to butcher your name, my sister, but thank you. Southern Girl, New York. I don't want to butcher your name either, my friend. But thank you. CC Marie. And this, when I say that, and y'all know I'll be looking right at you. Just go ahead and tell me how to pronounce your name in layman's terms, because I'm not really gonna have time to be sounding out those long names and stuff. Y'all know they different, so I'll be sitting here sounding like I need hooked on phonics. What's going on? Unbiased LLC. Hey, Ken. Uh, see, that's another one. I'm not gonna try to butcher it on you. I think I do more harm than good. Hey, dang on me 62. Dominique Unique, the future. Okay, well, I'm gonna get into it because I really don't want to be in here. Hey, Cava, I'm gonna stop right there. Okay, listen. Anybody was in here? I know Trina's Journey was in here with me last night. Anybody in here? Anybody else was in here with me last night and hanging out for three hours? Well, the whole thing about this whole thing is about heat, and I've been blown away by this diesel heater that I bought, and I'm tripping on everything I'm reading on this thing. All the research I'm doing on it, it's just blowing my mind. So tonight here on Hood Tech, I am literally going to fire this thing up for the first time. Now check it out. Um, I've never owned one. This is my first. I have a few now, but this is my first. I bought it. I'm not sponsoring it, but that's how blown away I was with this thing. So I was thinking, I had this thought, because now I'm messing with these tents again, right?
Check your banner
What is it saying?
at the bottom with the fire.
Yeah. Oh, Leets. Okay. Yeah, let's change that. Thank you, honey. I did that so fast. Yeah, Leets is not good. There we go. Okay. I don't know what just happened. Okay, there we go. All right, look, check it out. Yo, I was thinking about how you could heat your house up, right? But dirt cheap. And this is the answer right here. So I'm gonna swing this over here because this is where we're gonna be. This is the answer. Now, in my kitchen is huge. My whole downstairs is huge. This what is riding with inside my house right now, 66 degrees and 43% humidity. So what I'm going to do just to back that up, 67 degrees. So that ain't much. That ain't off by so much you know it's wrong. So this is what we doing. Has anybody ever heard of a diesel heater at all? This one little unit, and they even make them smaller than this if you want to put it together, which I'm going to put one together and do a video on it. But they make them even smaller than this, and those things heat up your whole, like a one-story house, a ranch-style home. Okay, what's broke farmer in the house? What's up, broke? You was in here last night, broke. So, okay, I'm gonna give you a quick rundown, or you can watch the video yesterday because I got all the meat and potatoes out in the beginning of the video. The rest of it we was talking about health. So this what's going on. This thing is run by diesel fuel. It sips fuel. But the reason you would think like diesel costs too much, why would you get a diesel heater? You can also run kerosene in it. You can also run biofuel in it. So you can make your own heating source. So all these people on YouTube, especially my Canadians, are making you running this and heating their house off of old motor oil and old vegetable oil mixed with a little bit of kerosene. Think about that. The same oil you gonna flush down the sink, flush down the toilet, throw away, landfill, whatever, old fish grease, whatever. You know good and well it could be heating your house up. So that got me to thinking, like, yo, with all the stuff going on, I want to see how that works. So without further ado, this what happened. Last night we did the video and I did an unboxing of it, and I literally put it together last night. So all the little fine details and putting on all the brackets and screws and this and that, I did that after the video was over. I still never went to bed. So I tightened it up, got it going. So this is what I did today. Yesterday it came with these wires, and if you watch the video, you can see me splicing these wires and everything else. It came with these, and I told you I actually had it hooked to this car battery back here. And I was like, it got to be a better way. I'm going to make it, because it sips power. I think when it starts up, it needs about 150 watts. But then after that, I kept saying 3. I meant like 30. So between 30 and 50 watts is where it's going to be. Now, if you got a 1,000-watt generator, you do the math. How many 30s in 1,000? If you have a 500-watt generator, how many 30s in 500? You can do the math yourself. Now, mind you this. If you have a solar panel hooked onto your solar power generator, they could be small. It could be a Jackery 250 or Energizer P320. If you hook a solar panel onto that, and that 100-watt solar panel is bringing in about 100 watts, 80 watts, but you only losing 30 watts, you could run this indefinitely as long as it's filled with fuel. And diesel engines, they sip the fuel. So the research I've done is you could a liter. I threw that bottle away. This is 2 liters. This is 2 liters. Just imagine a 2-liter bottle of pop. Okay, 1 liter will run for over 7 hours. Listen to me close. 1 liter will run for over 7 hours. So 2 liters, that's 14 hours of runtime of pure heat. I forget. I'm gonna start right here. This is an 8 kilowatt heater. I think they said this is 1,700 BTUs. Do you understand what that is? 1,700 BTUs? That's a furnace, a small furnace. Here's the thing I was telling you about last night. These instructions, and every person that seen them and read them, is it safe? I wouldn't have it if it wasn't safe. There's the muffler there. I'm going to put that out my window. Here's the air. Did I just see Sunday? Sunday Backyard Farmer, my man. What's up, man? I'm about to crank it up. So what? These instructions suck. Don't. As a matter of fact, this is the picture of the one they got on the front of the book. That's not this. Then inside, all they show you is an entirely different one. They're telling you how to put this one together, the one I got in the room. This ain't this. So there is no instructions for this at all. And the wording is, the translations are so horrible. If you read this, you're going to get mad. So, and everything is in Celsius, not Fahrenheit. Okay, remember that too. Now, how to work this? This screen is digital screen to adjust your heat or adjust the speed, adjust the fan. If you want to do that, I suggest you go to YouTube, and it's people that understand this language and can translate it to you. And it's people that know everything about these. Especially go to all my Canadians over there because they know everything about them. How to adjust the temperature, how to adjust the fan and the airflow. So get this. I'm right now not worried about that because it's set at a perfect 71 degrees. So it was 22 Celsius. 22 Celsius is around 71, 72 degrees, something like that. So that's perfect. Now think about that. If you want to do it any better, more efficient, go online and listen to the people that know how to use this thing properly. Okay. So let's see what we got. Yeah, that's a lot of heat. Now the 1700 BTUs. Let me see if it's even in here. But everybody that has my model kept saying 1700 BTUs, and I just have to believe them because these instructions is like, oh my God, it's not in. It's not in. I don't know what language this is. It's like broken English and broken something else. It look like a little bit of German, a little bit of Chinese. I don't know. It's rough. In the letters, there's neither here nor there. So I'm about to go ahead and put this on. But before I do, I want to tell you what I did. I got rid of these wires, and I got the cigarette lighter plug 12 volts. So this is running off of 12 volts on your solar power generator. So I brought out the Blue Eddy EB3A, Blue Eddy EB3A. So that's what's powering it up right now. And I'm gonna show you how many watts it's using right now. None. It's so low, it's not even registering on the screen of the Blue Eddy EB3A. Okay. I don't need my battery. You can also, what'll make this easier is I got some spare battery clamps and that SAE plug to go on there. So just in case. Now I'm gonna tell y'all one thing that I figured out, just in case you mess around and buy one of these. If you buy one and you plug it up to your solar power generator, let me show you something. This was important, and I'm sitting here scratching my head, and I had to think about it. Them SAE plugs, this is why I hate them. Nothing was working. Nothing was working at first, right? Nothing was working. It wouldn't come on. You always have to put on that reverse, that now I can't even think. Oh, reverse polarity. You have to reverse the polarity. Add that on, and then it'll pop right on. All of these things, all of these SAE plugs usually come with a reverse polarity, a little extra part to it, just in case you don't know. And that goes for your solar power generators, your solar panels too. So everybody is buying the Harbor Freight panels and they get those. Okay. Get that reverse polarity. Put that on there if you're not getting any power. I've heard a lot of that lately. And every time I'll be like, did you put that little piece on? And nobody, they leave that in the bag. Put that on and watch what happens. Okay. Let me see if we got anything in here. Any questions so far? Okay. Let's get to it then. So this is what I'm. Hey, NG Cali Gardner, what's going on, brother? Good to see you, man. So I'm gonna put this back on. See, it's so many people. NJ Cali Gardner just reminded me. It's so many. Wait a minute, what did I do? What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? I might have popped the fuse. I'm gonna bring y'all with me. All right, let's find out what we did. I might have popped this fuse. This fuse is only 2 amps. No, that seemed to be okay. Fuse is all right. So my next thing is, did I cut it off? I reversed the doggone polarity. I'm talking junk. The heck is going on? Hold on. Man, I've been waiting all day to do this. I can't afford no hold-ups. Hold up. Can y'all see that? See what I'm seeing here. I'm not getting no juice. That's peculiar. I'm not getting no juice. Let's try it again. There we go. There we go. All right. We good. We good. So, all right. So we got the Blue Eddy EB3. We don't need that right now. We got that hooked up. We ready to go. So all I'm going to do now, fam, is I'm going to open this window. This is stupid. I'm going to open this window. Now, here's something I had to do. I ran this muffler underneath. I can't turn it over no more because I put diesel fuel. I already put the diesel fuel inside. The diesel fuel is in here. And I didn't put that much in it because I got a lot of tests to run. So I ran the muffler out of the side so it doesn't touch that fuel line underneath. If you get one of these, there's a space on the back where this is supposed to go. Do not put it out of that back hole. Their design is not perfect. Don't put it out of that back hole because it goes right over top of that fuel line. Your exhaust pipe gets really hot, and I don't know who designed this, but that's a recipe for danger if you ask me. So just bring it out the side, and what I did was set it on an old metal cookie sheet to get it off because this is going to melt this plastic table and it will start cooking and burning this wood. So I brought it up, raised this up. It comes with these little cutouts on the feet, so you can put some 2x4s or something on there and get this higher up off the ground, because this doggone exhaust pipe, that is no good to me. So I'm just going to test it out before I start putting parts on it and extending the exhaust and all of that other stuff. I just want us to do this together and get it cracking. Do I got any questions before I start rolling? Any questions? I know that's right, Solar and Wind. I love you too, nephew. What's going on, man? My man, what's going on, brother? It's good to see you. I'm glad you here. I got a whole bunch of toys over here, man. It's in the link below. Marcia. Let me see. Say I was going to order one for my shop. Bernie Foster says I was going to order one for my shop. Man, did they go up? So they must be all right. Let me tell you something. I remember when they was $60, and everybody, you can hear them on YouTube. They say they used to be 60 to 80 bucks all day. Now I got mine for 120, not around Christmas time, right? And last night, everybody went to the link and was like, nah, they done went up to like 179, 169. I'm like, what? So I'm telling you, man, these things is heating people up. And I'm telling you this too. The reason why they're going up is because these people, it's a lot of people out here losing their homes in these storms, don't got power, don't got water, don't got lights, and don't got heat. And it's starting to become cold where it's usually hot. And that's freaking people out. So this is why I keep talking about heat so much with the buddy heaters, the propane, the heating blankets, the electric blankets, and now this diesel heater. Whatever you need to do to keep warm, this got more than one way of fuel. I mean, it's a dual fuel. It's either not propane, I'm sorry, kerosene, diesel, and biofuel all day long. It's a no-brainer for me. This was a no-brainer. And with those type of BTUs in such a small package, Mad Cow, if they 142, make sure it's the 8 kilowatt. They got a 2 kilowatt, a 5 kilowatt, and an 8 kilowatt. You get them accordingly to what you need. Let me see. But I hope you guys know that the original one, the German design heater, like that one, goes for $1,400. You are so right. And you know something? It's a lot of YouTubers out there comparing this model, the Chinese model, and they're comparing it with that model right there, the $1,400 one or the $2,000 one. And of course, the fit and finish of this is not perfect. It's some sharp edges here and there. The weld is a little awkward, but everything else is as functional as that expensive one. How you doing, Beverly? So let's do this. I don't know much about this. All I know, it comes with a remote control, so you can control it with this. I'm not even gonna bother that right now. So all I'm going to do, well, we better at least get it linked up, make sure it's linked up. It's cool, like a little Star Trek thing. Little remote control just on and off. Let me see. All right, so it says to hold it down, hold this power button down to get it started. Let me open the window and get this muffler out my window. All right, so that should do it. Can everybody see okay? I'm gonna bring y'all over here so I can see y'all better. Keep looking back like I'm being followed. Blue Eddie is doing her job. Okay. All right, we good? We ready to go? So all I'm gonna do is let Let me see if this is working. All right, I turned it on. Did y'all see that? It's coming on. I can feel it. So I'm going to keep checking the temperature. So I got my temperature reader, and right now, 64 degrees. Can y'all see that? 63 degrees coming out of that. What happened? No, man. Wait a minute, y'all. I think I cut it off. Come on, man. All right, let me leave this little remote alone. I ain't getting no juice. This is why we have to experiment. I'm gonna take it off and I'm gonna count to 10, let it reboot itself, because I'm not sure what's going on. Heavenly Places, how you doing tonight? Marcia. Let me see. Sorry, I have other bills. I can't do $200 right now on SS, but do have a wood stove. No, you don't have to buy nothing. I'm not a salesman. You don't have to buy nothing. I'm just showing you something. If you don't need it, you don't need to be getting it anyway. This is a diesel heater. So let's try it again. Let's try this again. Come on, man. Come on, man. I'm about to go back to just using the battery. Hold on. Hey, Living Out Loud. How you doing? No problem. Say, I remember driving diesel, the double Dutch, the double clutching. Yes, me too. The downshifting, not to mention never jackknifing the truck. And you remember your splitter. Remember your splitter gear. You got your low gears, you got your high gears. It was quite the experience. Yes, it was. Okay, thank you for that, Trina. Thank you for that. Now let's now better go check the fuse. Exactly, that's what I'm about to do, because this window is cold as ice. I don't see why it would have popped this little ugly fuse. Who would have put a? No, the fuse is fine. That fuse is fine. I don't know what. It might be my little hookup connection I got going on here. Make sure I'm getting some good ground on there. All right. I'm not sure what the deal is with this. I had this earlier, and it was doing just fine. This is why I hate SAE plugs, y'all. This is why I hate them. Too many connections, too far in between. Would that be safe alternative around small children? When you say around small children, what is the small children about to be doing? That's the question. Now it also depends on what kind of children do you have. If your children aren't disciplined and you ain't told them to stay away from the piping hot heater, it's not a good idea. Now, look at this. This ain't even. Come on, baby. That won't hurt you none. I'm not getting no juice, y'all. We was rocking and rolling, and then all of a sudden it just clicked off on me. I knew I shouldn't use this little ugly remote first. Nothing. So this video might be shorter than I thought it was going to be. I got everything ready. I got my decibel meter. I got my heater. Glow plugs need to warm up. Yeah, glow plugs need to warm up, but this screen has been on all day. Ever since I hooked this wiring up. That don't got nothing to do with the readout screen. That's letting me know I got power. If that's not on, nothing is heating up those glow plugs. You're right, but Bean Juice Galore, how you doing? How you doing tonight? Solar and Wind in the South Texas said, take a big breath. This is what you're doing right now. You're testing your equipment when you need it. And exactly. And you know something? Thank you for saying that, because I always say practice your preps. This is what this is all about. Checking your equipment and seeing what's going on. You know what? It might be a fuse. It might be a fuse inside there. Let's check that. I don't got no tools in the house with me right now. Yes, I do. Hold on, 2 ticks. Okay. Had to go to my bug out bag. Leatherman. All right. Unscrew that. This is for the people that if you got a lighter socket and it don't work no more, this is what you want to look at. You want to unscrew that tip. And there's a little glass fuse in here. Guess what? It's busted. I'm going to see if y'all can see that. You can't see that. It's broken. So if you have a broken glass bust fuse in your old car, you probably driving an old car and it got this, or some of these weird appliances or appliances and things that we are starting to buy from overseas, they still use these. So I'm going to give you a quick temporary fix. Okay. You know how we do. Our temporary be permanent, but it's a temporary fix because I don't want you to burn nothing up. So I'm going to temporarily hood tech this. So hold on. I'm sure all y'all mechanics in here know exactly where I'm going with this. But ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, good old-fashioned aluminum foil. All you need is a small piece. Don't do this and wrap it around a lot. Number one, it might not fit back in the housing. Number two, the more times you wrap it, the more amps you make it. So if you leave it thin like this, it'll get a connection, but it can still burn up, which will save your product or whatever. So all you do, make it the same size as the glass bus. Okay. So I made it the same size. So I folded it over. See that? Let me remove this so we can see a little better. So I made it the same size as the glass bus. And all you do is wrap that around one good time. Put the glass bus in there like that and wrap it around. Make sure that the aluminum foil touches each metal contact right there. This is Hood Tech Institute. That's what we here for. Okay, I don't want to keep on going. I just wanted one good time. Cut off the excess. Now we got a solid straight connection. Okay. Now we're going to put this back in, right, like we got it from. Put this back together. Oh, I got this upside down. Okay, there we go. There we go. Screw that back on. Put our reverse polarity connector back on. Now come back over here with me. Y'all with me? Okay, got you. Now, just Dorsey in the house. What's up, my sister? Hook that back up. Now, I'm gonna start from the bottom. We should have some kind of juice popping off. This should come on. Boom. Hood Tech Institute. We know how to make stuff work too. All right. We good to go. Now, this is not under no kind, I have not rigged this or nothing, so it's not under any kind of extra stresses. It just, that fuse was just weak. And what I saw was it didn't even have what amp fuse it was. It just was some knockoff fuse. So any questions so far? Lead Farmer in the house. How you doing? How you doing, Shamar Wan? How you doing, my friend? Just Dorsey in the house, Sunday Backyard Farmer. And Sunday Backyard Farmer, I'm sure you've seen this little trick a billion times. You probably did it today. I doubt it. I ain't gonna say that. You ain't doing it. Not at your job. You ain't stiffing nobody. But you know what I'm talking about. This some old backyard mechanic. What I do. Okay, so without further ado, we're gonna try this again. I'm gonna use the remote anyway. So we had 19 degrees Celsius. Y'all can see that. And the window is open, and I've got 64 degrees in the house. This is 60 degrees Fahrenheit right now. And this is the air coming outside. It's like 36 degrees outside. So I'm freezing right here. That's why I got on my jacket. Here we go. Thank you, Jones Truth. Here we go, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it on, and let's see what happens. There we go. You can hear it. Keep listening. Hear it. I want y'all to be close so you can hear and see everything. So remember, let's take another temperature before we get going. $58 degrees. Can y'all see that? 58 degrees. So what it's doing now is priming. From the research I've done, it's priming right now. Is heating up that glow plug. And I'm trying not to talk too much because I want to hear it. It's heating up that glow plug. And after it heats up that glow plug, the fuel pump is going to kick in and start pumping fuel slowly from the fuel tank through the fuel line. And then we really going to see a show, because what's going to happen after that is you're going to hear this thing start to charge like a fast charging solar power generator. That's going to be that fan that kicks on, and the fireworks is about to happen. Let me not use the word fireworks, not while I'm here with all this combustible, huxtable stuff in here. Any questions while we waiting? So my 12-volt refrigerant fuse went out. Now I know how to test it. Yeah, you can test it. Like, that's a good test before you go buying fuses and seeing that wasn't the problem. So that's a simple, quick fix. I've been doing basically all of my life, even before I was driving a car. I used to fix toys like that.
Okay, I turned flashlight on.
Let me see. Jones Truth. Is this as good as the Mr. Heater? This is actually, this is, let me put it to you like this. This is apples and oranges. It's a big difference. They both delivering heat, but it's for different reasons. This can heat up a house or it can heat up a tent. But this uses diesel, that uses propane. Propane is harder to get to than diesel. This can also use kerosene or biofuel. So you got three different fuels that you could be using versus propane. I love the buddy heater. I ain't got nothing bad to say about it. Matter of fact, I was out there with that thing for over 2 weeks. I don't got nothing bad to say about that. But this gives you three ways to heat stuff up. Let me see. Did I do this right? H3. Come on, baby. There it is. It says plugged in. Saying I got power. It's showing a little fan symbol. And nobody knows what that is on YouTube. Here we go. Check your temperature again. 58 degrees. Can y'all see that? Keep shutting down. What is that about, Basil? I'm checking my output. This generator might not. This Blue Eddy should be able to handle the startup watts. I'm only pulling 39 watts, 52 watts, 63, 69. And as soon as I hit 69, it tap out on me. All right, so this is what we're going to do. Dang, gone it. I don't know what the deal is with the Blue Eddy. I don't got time to play with that. That's a whole nother ball game. So now I'm about to hit him where it hurts. I'm gonna bring the big van powers over here. Because if this don't crank it, we got a problem. This 2000 watt Van Power Super Pro. We're gonna talk about this later, but this is a bad boy. So I just hope I can reach. Yeah, okay. It's on this side. Put this on. You can use this with your phone. This, if you want, this is Bluetooth. You control it with your phone. It's so many features to this. I don't even want to get started. There's my power. Let's try it again. I'm gonna get right to it. Let me see. Yeah, you see this country hustle. Let me see. That thing gonna run you out the house. That's Benny Foster, man. That's what I keep hearing. Every person that mess with this say, man, this thing gets so hot. This is an 8 kilowatt, 1700 BTU. All right. Now this thing better kick on now. It ain't got no excuse now, y'all. $58 degrees. We got power. We got the fan. What the? Oh. Remember I told you I wrapped that fuse once? All right. Let's do this again. Let's make sure this one is okay. Boy, that sure look like this. Yeah. Now it done popped this fuse. Look at that. Give me 2 ticks. Damn. Each one of these fuses was only like 2 watts. I don't know if you can see this one. Well, let's just get right to it. Let me make sure. Sunday Backyard Farmer, got your light, brother. It's always on standby. Yep. Busted fuse. Can y'all see that? All right. Anyway, that's busted. How do we fix that? I'm going to show you how I fix that. Old school. All right. We can either put foil on it. I don't like using foil with this sandwich bag tie. So all you do, you find a sandwich bag tie anywhere, any time of the day. You strip off the plastic. I'm showing y'all some real hood tech today. Strip the plastic off of your sandwich bag tie. Just like that. Just like that. You don't want no plastic on it at all. Strip that off. Strip it off the best you can, okay? I'm going to show you what I do. You don't got to do this. I'm showing you what I do. This is the part that was twisted, so this is kind of hard to get at. All right. Hold on. See if I can get a little bit more of it from this side and then just cut it off. I know this is crazy, but this is hood tech. I'm going to just go ahead and cut that. So now I got a little piece of wire. See that? I'm sure y'all know where I'm going with this. So now you take this fuse. Don't drop the fuse. Take this fuse and put this piece of wire in between those two like that. And just wrap one side around it just once, around this leg, and wrap this one around this leg just once. Cut off the excess. Make sure it's tight and it's connecting. Pinch that off. Now watch this. I'm going to cut that off just to be sure. Plug that back up. All right. Now we should get power. Voila. Hood Tech Institute, y'all. Okay. This is how we doing it tonight. Y'all actually seeing what I do. Can you use USB in it? The way it's acting right now, bro, like it's popping these little fuses. I'm going to say no, because this thing seems like it really need a lot of power. Plus, it actually runs up to about 150 watts when it first start up. Let's start it. And then it cranks down to 50. So a USB, the highest USB-C I've seen is 100 watts. So I don't think so about that. Here we go again. 58.5. This is insane. I did not want this video to be long. And here we are. Look, we at 208 watts. We at 225. We rocking now, y'all. We rocking. We rocking. Son of a biscuit. Oh. What? Uh-oh. Hold on, hold on. I don't know. I don't know. It's just it just won't. Okay. Okay. Let's forget the solar power generator thing for now. Let's try that. Let's just forget that. Now y'all in with me deep, and I'm gonna try to hurry this up. Solar power generator crap. This is how it'll be in an emergency. This is why you practice your preps. You don't know what's going on with your equipment. What do you do? If your solar power generator ain't gonna do it, what's your next move? All right, get rid of that idea. Go back to the basics. Go back to the basics. Hook the wire back to the battery and see what happens. Maybe this the wrong gauge wire. Maybe it hates SAE plugs as much as I do. I don't know. But that's not panning out. Okay. Wire. I know y'all is like, this is insane. Yes, definitely insane. But you got to be insane when you're trying to keep your family warm. You got to start. You ain't got time to be thinking and say, well, I'll just come back at it tomorrow. Sometimes you got to say, I got to figure this out right now. So I'm going to go back to my old school wire. Hook them back up and see what happens. I think that if not, this is have to go back. But this is something that y'all will be able to know. Like, if you have this same problem, you will know, like, man, I've seen this happen before. Okay, so all the Canadians that I've watched do this, and all the people on YouTube I've seen do it, just hook it straight to their battery, just like this. So I'm going to do that. I'm trying to advance it before I even know how to use it at all. So I'm going to just wrap this around. I'm sorry. Now, if this don't work, I don't know what to do. I'm going to have to sit on it and figure something out because them instructions is trash. All right, normal car battery. And if that thing was pulling 200 watts right out the gate, I don't know how this is going to work. All right, any questions? We got power back on. Any questions so far? All right, let's try it again. My toy ain't working, honey. All right. I'm like, why wouldn't that work? This battery ain't got enough juice. E2, it's telling me it ain't got enough juice to perform this task. It's giving me a battery signal. This is that part where you kind of just don't know what to do. 200 watts. Wait a minute. It's bringing in 200 watts. 200 watts? That's really weird too. Because I didn't see nobody's bringing in no 200 watts. I don't believe. Let me see what y'all got. What y'all got for me? Because maybe I'm catching something wrong here. All right. Yeah, the battery is full. Okay. Well, y'all, we tried. I'm gonna bring y'all over here. I'm not gonna chalk it up, but I need to do some more research. And there's not too many videos with this one because this is the brand new one. I can't even imagine like what the deal is. We're getting the power, but it's just is cooking the fuses. Maybe it don't need a fuse. Maybe it should just be straight in line. That's ridiculous though. I'm sorry, I'm thinking out loud. Let me see if y'all got any questions. Can you try a jump box and see if it works? No, I'm not gonna do that. And that'd probably be done blowed your head off. I have jump boxes. I'm not gonna do it though. If it won't work with a solar power generator, it's not the solar power generators that's the problem. I'm seeing that it's not that. What it looks like to me is this wire harness that I have. This SAE crap, that's not strong enough to power it. But at the same time, this SAE crap, I wonder if I just went straight head on, cut this SAE crap off, or just got rid of this fuse. I wonder if I got rid of this fuse. If I got rid of this fuse, it would. Or use more wire. But that's why that's a perfect example of why I only wrapped it once. Let me show you what I do with the fuse. I'm gonna show you why I only wrapped that wire around that fuse one time. If I can find it. I probably pushed it off the floor somewhere. I only wrapped it around that fuse one time. You know why? Because all I wanted it to do was make one more fuse. I didn't want to make a solid link and then burn up your unit. If you wrap it one time, depending on the gauge of the wire, it may still be used like a fuse. If you wrap it twice, you're doubling that. But if you keep going around, you got two problems. One, it's not going to fit back in this harness. And two, you basically just made a straight link. And if you have a problem or too much power or some surges, this is going to end up burning up your unit, then you kind of screwing yourself. So boy, that got me going. Could the SAE connectors be reversing the polarity? No, I already reversed it, because without reversing the polarity, I had to reverse the polarity, because if you don't reverse the polarity, it won't even get power. So this ain't one of those units where it don't matter one or the other. It has to be, the polarity has to be right. So I had to reverse the polarity in the first place. So that's not it. It's this fuse, man. It's this fuse. And really all I'm keeping the fuse around for is because I got these doggone perfectly fancy connectors right here. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna tell you right now. I know y'all probably ain't never seen me go this hard, but I'm about to. So we about to make it hot. I'm gonna put a straight line in this bad boy. I'm going straight line. So, it cooked that fuse like a Pop-Tart. Look, okay, here it is. Let me show you what it did to that little wire. That little wire that I had between her. Can y'all see that? Let me see. See that? It burnt that wire up. Gone. It's history. It melted that wire, it popped that wire, which heated up that plastic. So that is why I only wrapped it once. So it could break, and it did. See, all my old school tactics, they still work. Unfortunately, I wish they would just do what they supposed to do so I can do my job. Play with my toy. Hmm. Let's try that again. Okay. I think the fuse out is too low. Yeah. But it's like, this is ridiculous. So I'm about to go way old school now. Listen, I'm about to risk it all. If I burn the doggone thing up, I just burn it up. I'm gonna tell them too. So I'm about to go hard. I'm gonna get some thicker gauge wire. This is the baling wire for your chicken wire. It's a little thicker gauge wire. I'm gonna use this. And if the whole thing burn up, then yo, this is part of the game. You got to treat it like it's an emergency. So that's what I'm doing. I got to figure out what's wrong. My family is dependent on me right now. And I'm sitting here, it's cold in the house, and I'm shuffling around. I don't know what's going on. You better try to make something work. Even if it's like just, all else, just go hard. That's all. So what I'm about to do now is take these wires back off again, and I'm gonna put those other ones back on. I just can't believe this. Like, this is all part of the game, though, you guys. Let's see, can y'all see that? Yeah. All right. I'm gonna put this back on. I want some heat, doggone it. Now, I've been giggling like a schoolgirl for months about these, and now I got it, and I'm like, man, I'm kind of getting pissed off. I won't mind to work like theirs work. That ain't good. That is not good. Okay. That is not good. All right. Let's get the big boy back over here. Put another fuse in there. And hope it don't clock out on me. I just knew this would be running by now. Lot stiffer wire on this. Maybe that's doing too much. Take some of that off. New fuse. Now, it's either going to sink or swim. It's going to fry or it's not. Period. I'm so fed up. All right. We got our fuse in place. That ain't good. Got our fuse. About to plug it up. Hit the juice. See if we get any power at all. Nothing. My fuse might not be working. There we go. All right. Any questions before we try this again? Because this is going to be voltage, a V. I wonder what that is. Any questions before we get started? What is the writing on the block? What? I don't know what that means. The SAE wire is 14 AWG. Can't carry the load. Try thicker wire. Well, this is the wire that came with it. Right. I know the lower number is thicker, the gauge of wire, but this is the wire that came with it. The wire that I have is actually thicker than this SAE crap. That's right, Brazilian Dad. And this is why we practice our prep. Keep going. You got this from the Bay. What's going on, my friend? It's good to see you in here. Good to see you. Have a fire extinguisher. Thank you for that. Okay. All right. So, all right. Here we go. We're gonna try it again. See if it fry or not. I want to have my eyes on this fuse because this sucker started glowing last time. It ain't supposed to glow. I know that much. I don't want it to touch the metal housing. There we go. That's better. All right. Come on, baby. Come on. As soon as I see that thing glowing, I'm shutting it down. Okay. What did I wiggle? God, this is driving me nuts. Cigarette lighter. All right. I know this is insane, y'all. I'm gonna just stop because I need to fiddle with this, and I don't want to have y'all just hanging on here watching me try to figure it out all night. Y'all got stuff to do. It's Friday night. That doggone plug just don't. Now it's that plug. Whew. Any questions? Yeah. The cigarette lighter plug moved or something. And when I moved this, it shifted and shut it down. Let me see. Bro, promise and let's go. I'm in suspense. Push the button to see if the solar generator. No, it's not. It's not. It's ready to go. Just checked on Amazon and some folks had the same problem with the unit led. Hopefully you can get it running. That's good to know. I'm fully invested now. I want to see if it can fix. I can fix it. I just didn't want to have y'all hanging on because I will sit here half the night fumbling with this. Now this is some bull. I've been looking forward to this thing too. I've been looking forward to getting this up and running because I want to see it work. What that's about. That is the truth. I think I found something loose, so I can try it. My wiring harness back here was loose. That should help. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay, what we got? So I thank you, TLC in the garden. Say power station, cigarette outlet, don't have enough amps. Work around. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Connect thicker wire to a battery. I just did that. So if I could watch you in the 10, I could watch this. Thank you for that, asked Brenda. Yeah, if you can watch me in a tent for 6.5 hours, yeah, you pretty much you can watch me do anything after that because that was insane. All right, let's try this again. I got that. Got the fuse. Got this. I know that's my next check. See if my foil roasted off. Let me check my foil. Real quick. My foil is okay. It's funny why this didn't burn and that one did. That's weird. You would have thought this glass fuse or this thin foil would have burned before that fuse would have burned like that. So that got me surprised. The way I have it set up, the foil should have burned. That smaller bus fuse should have burned before it got that far. So that just lets you know, you just never know what you're gonna get. Oh, y'all can't see nothing I'm doing. I gotta watch this because if this shoot out, I'm screwed. Why do they put plastic on metal? That got to be the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Put plastic housings and plastic threads and a metal nut. What the heck is going on here? This is insane, but this is what I do. Ah. Bring me stuff. Okay. Oh boy. There we go. Sunny backyard farmer flashlight save the day again. All right, let's try this again. Still no power. I'm gonna move something. Something moved. Something changed when I moved this whole deal. And that's what I need to figure out. What shifted? What connection came loose when I did that? Was it my raggedy fuse? I was kind of moving fast and not taking care to see if this is even connected, because I'm frustrated. But this is how you be in the garden too. That frustration makes you go even harder, because you know you can solve the problem. You just got to come at it at a different angle. Try something. Start pulling out all your little tricks of the trade, garden tricks, little secrets. All right, let's see if this will work. That's gonna look dang on melted right there. All right. Power. I got power. So, okay, y'all. Balls to the wall. Say, clue fuse pops because too much heat. Current. Wire hot overloaded. Workaround. Make a thicker 8WG wire, with the lug on a battery diesel unit. Yeah, we're gonna have to do that because these fuses ain't popping off. I mean, that's the problem. They are popping off. Let's put it like that. So let's try this again. All right. Get everything ready just in case. Check my temp inside the fan just in case. 57 degrees. Window wide open. I'm getting power. Plug, fan, 5 watts, 194. Nope. Let me keep my hand on the, just in case I need to shut it down. It's trying. It's really trying. I want to look at the screen, but I don't want to take my eyes off of just as long as it's worked so far. The long as it's worked so far. Yes! There it go. That's the fuel pump. Finally. That's the fuel pump, family. 160 watts. Oh my God, it's working. It's working. Y'all with me? It's 53 degrees. That's the fuel pump pumping that fuel. Come on, baby. Come on, don't let us down. Let me stop moving it. That's right. That's right. That's it's gonna pick up speed even more. We at 173 watts. (56 degrees Fahrenheit). The fuel pump stopped. That's the fuel pump right there. I think. I'm looking at y'all comments. I can see y'all. It's charging up. Listen, faster and faster. (56 degrees Fahrenheit). Yes. Come on, baby. It's blowing strong. There is no CO2 output. It has a muffler, and the muffler is out my window. See it over here? There is no CO2 output. The exhaust, now that should be start blowing out white smoke in a minute after it get going good. Okay. They say this takes a little while for it to prime up. That must be this symbol that went out might be, that's the fuel pump. So every time the fuel pump start cutting on, that symbol comes on. I got a quarter tank of fuel. Say, is the window supposed to be down on the muffler? No. Or do you have to leave the window open? No, I just don't want this pipe. This is just a test. This is just a test. This is not permanent. So absolutely not. You don't want to have this thing touching wood. That pipe gets piping hot, literally red hot. So that'll burn your house down. Everything is working though, y'all. Okay. It's gonna keep pushing out that 56 degrees Fahrenheit until it starts burning fuel. Man, I want to say thank you to everybody for just keeping me going, because I was getting discouraged there for a minute. I was about to shut it down and shut off the video. Broke Farmer was like, man, I'm here for it. And my girl was like, yo, if I'm gonna sit here and watch you in a tent for 6 hours, I'm here for it. If all of y'all wouldn't have said that right there, I would have shut this down. Hey, Cali Homestead with Pooh Bear. Uh-oh. It's shut all the way down. What is E10? Sleeper. Let me see. If I can read this stupid book. You can't even see this book. to read it. Hold on. Okay. Bug out bag saved your day again. These are not just for starting fires. You can't make heads or tails of that crap. And trust me, it's not the camera. E10 failure to start, pull the fuse out, then put it back in to reset it. Reset the heater. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna shut the whole son bitch down. Okay, so we're gonna count to 10. 1, 2, 3. Reset the heater. Thank y'all for that. Because I cannot read this book. So y'all got the book? Who owns one of these? Benny Foster, you got one of these? How you doing, Grammy's Journal? I'm looking for the dog. Man, this stuff is so hard to read. God, this is terrible. Go lead and black air filter on top. Muffler can't be close. Yeah. What? It's all in one. A black air filter on top and muffler can't be close. They aren't close because the air filter will. Right. They're nowhere close to each other. Oh, Googled it. Got you. Okay. I found the troubleshooting. Now I'm gonna cut this back on and we're gonna start this back up. E10. Look, it don't even got a dang on E10. It go to E9. You see that? That sucker go to E9 and calls it a day. What kind of crap is that? I guess E9 is send this mug back to the stove. Thank you, Jones Truth. Yeah, this is terrible. And this ain't even for this heater. This book is useless. It is literally useless. They may as well sent me a box of cornflakes and said, read the back of that. That's going to tell you how to do this. Now, I will say this. If you're going to sell things, in the States, you got to understand, you got to translate the language. If you want to sell a product, you got to know who you're selling it to. Callie Homestead with Pooh Bear, how you doing, little sister? Hey, y'all, it's burning. I smell it. I smell something. Oh, all jump. We have 55 degrees Fahrenheit. This is the temperature too, so we can watch that too. Come on, baby. It's working. It's heating up. Oh my God, it's working. Look, 74 degrees. 78, 80. It's working. It's working. $85, $84. Oh my God, this thing is working. I smell the heat and I smell the machine, the warm metal of the machine. 113 degrees, 114. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe this. 132. We started out at 54 degrees or 56, something like that. Oh, I can feel it on my neck. Oh my God. Hey, babe. Ah. Me and the Greenhouse Lounge got it working. Oh, feel this heat. As you can see, this number keep on climbing too. Oh my God. Let's see how loud it is. Come feel this. It ain't as loud as they say. 2 feet away is 65 decibels. Huh? Oh my goodness. So that fuse is junk. Oh my God. Yeah, it burned her. She put her hand too close, so let's see how. Oh yeah, that's getting hot. Wait a minute, why is that saying 20? Oh, that don't say 23 degrees. Y'all see what it say? Wait. $243 degrees. Now it's gonna slow down and just pump out that solid heat. Oh, that feels so good. It's quiet. Everybody keep talking about it's so loud. This is not loud at all. You could sleep with this. It sounds like your dryer is running. That's what it sounds like. And it's getting hotter and hotter by the second. I don't know. They in a bag. Go look up. Oh, look up behind the coffee machine and on the shelf. I think. I'm aiming this right there, y'all, right in the dead center of this. Oh, that is so freaking nice. Man. That's for y'all. That's for y'all. Because I told you I'm not perfect. I'd be ready to just pull my hair out too if I had some. Pull off my beard anyway. And I was frustrated. I'm like, I'm gonna wrap this up. I need to go to bed or something. Y'all was like, let's do this. See, that's the kind of stuff used to get me in trouble when I was a kid. Like, come on, man. We out here. It's Friday night. You ain't got no job. That's what y'all just did to me. And here we go. I wish you could feel this. You can see the numbers, but you can't feel that. That thing is pumping. Okay. Here's the real deal. You would not be able to. This will heat up this whole house. Come feel it now. This will heat up this whole house. Wow. All right, let's see what y'all saying. Oh my goodness. I said, my man. And that's my dude too, old Denzel. My man. I know what you mean though. Yeah. Let me see what y'all saying. Leah, will you make a video simplifying the setup? There is nothing. I did a video last night. There is nothing to see. You put the muffler on, you put your intake valve on, your inlet air hose, and put on your wire and you plug it up. It's done. Fill it with fuel. That's it. Now I'm going to be doing a video on the one that you mount into your vehicle or something. Now I'm going to do an actual step-by-step video with it. But y'all watching me use this live. I purchased this out of my pocket, so I'm doing this the way I want to do it. And this is live, and everything you see in here is real and live in effect. Oh my God, that is so nice. Family, it's even hotter now. Wait. Good God, that's hot. Ooh, burnt my fingers, man. So I'm 2 feet away from it, just so y'all see. Watch this. I'm 2 feet away. About 4 feet away. I can feel this way. I'm 6 feet away. I feel this pumping heat way back here. You could probably feel this across my entire kitchen. Let me see. What's going on, Robin Murphy? How you doing tonight, my friend? Okay, so now when I get mine, I know what to look for. Exactly, Benny. This is what this is all about. And I didn't see all that blowing smoke out the back, carrying on. I think that's when they be using that diesel fuel, that biofuel. So you can buy extended longer pipe exhaust outside away from the air intake. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. And the exhaust is about 1.5 feet away from the air intake. The air intake is right here inside the house. That's about 1.5 feet, 2 feet outside the window. So I ain't worried about that. Oh, that's hot. Family, I just want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you. Ooh, that's hot. There we go. Okay, there we go. Let's put the start of the show in the take. There we go. I want to say thank you. And over here, oh, we missing out on the best part. What did I tell you? We only pulling 14, anywhere from 18 to 14 to 13 watts. Every blue moon it kick up. But look at that. That's all it's using. Everything I watch said once it gets going, it sips energy. It sips electricity. So you can have this running forever. Sunday Backyard Farmer, man, got that mug. And when I tell you this mug is hot, 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 hot. How long does fuel last? It depends on, okay, I ain't gonna get into that. I'm gonna just tell you the research that's been done on YouTube. Of course, I don't know because I haven't done it. But the research that's been done on YouTube is 1 liter of diesel lasts over 7 hours. So you do the math from there. If 1 liter of diesel fuel lasts 7.5 hours, a 2-liter bottle of pop, just imagine the size of a 2-liter bottle of pop. So 2 liters will run you 15 hours. 15 hours, anywhere between 14 and 15 hours of this piping hot pure heat. That says a lot. If I close that window, my temperature will go up in here. What I would do is shut down, close my doors in my kitchen, heat up my kitchen first, and then open one door, let that heat up the living room, then open up my office door, let it heat up that. That's how I would do. I cannot believe this. Patience is a virtue. Yes, it is. Let me see. So that will heat up an entire first floor. Yes. Do this. Don't listen to me. I'm watching people with this unit on YouTube over in Canada and the UK. And this one guy heated up his whole, I forget how many square feet he had, his whole downstairs. It looked a little crazy, but he did it. That's all that matters. All that matters is he did it. So I'm telling you this, it's a reason why people is buying these so fast. And now I know personally, firsthand, if you have a shop, you know how much energy it takes to keep the lights on and keep the heat going. You already got a price, a budget for your lights and your electricity. What if you was putting your heat, you was heating up your whole shop with this, or your tiny home, or your tent with this, and barely using any fuel? That's everything to me. How much fuel does it take to fill up? I think it holds 2 liters. I think it's 2 liters it holds. 3 liters. I think it holds 3 liters. I hate looking in this book. When you get one, if you get one, you will see exactly what I mean. You will see I'm not illiterate. This book is utterly ridiculous. I'm gonna see how many liters that I'm gonna see if I can find. Okay, filling fuel 12. Okay, I understood that. Hold on. Oh shit. I'm trying to see if they even got the numbers right. They should be ashamed of this. filling fuel. It doesn't even say. It don't even say what size fuel tank this is. Hold on, because I'm interested myself. I think it's a 3-liter tank. It don't even say. Oh, plus it got the wrong heater in it. Anyway, let me see. Let's get back to it. Hey, Robin Murphy in here. Let me see. Cindy's World. Say, lead, will it run off deep cycle battery? Yes, it'll run off of this car. I got a car battery behind it. It'll run off of that, but I don't know what. I might have to check the charge on it. It must not be full. I thought it was full, but it'll sit a while and probably deplete it. So, that's right. That's right. Vigro Micro Farm. Diesel has more BTUs than propane. Yes, they do. Yes, it does. Very true. So your best instructions and solutions seem to be the University of YouTube for this heater. Y'all already have the problem solved. And it's cranking it out. Oh my goodness. Wait. So it's doing it. It's definitely doing it. Will you put up some cardboard to plug the gap? Right now, this is just a test. I'm not going to do anything like that right now. This is just a test. If I do it and it's going to be in the house, I will make it like it's going to be way different than that. I ain't about to hood rig that, not like this. We dealing with fuel here. How big of a power station? Well, it started out taking 160 watts. So, and I saw people using little lawnmower batteries. The most it's when it first started, it was only using 160 watts. From there, now it's using anywhere from 14 to 24 watts. Check the diesel cap for capacity. Smart. You already know if the book is like this, ain't nothing on that cap. It's smooth as a baby's bottom. That was a good idea, though. That was a good one. Something fireproof in the window. I'm not leaving it here. This is just a test. If you were going to do, I can't say that because then I'll probably get smacked for it. If I were going to leave it right here, I would go get some fireproof cement board or fireproof hearth bricks or fireplace bricks and do it right. How it look is another situation. If I was worried about how it looked, now we're talking about I don't even want it sitting right here. I need it to go in my garage. I need a hole piped out through the wall and fireproofed. If you get it, be smart about it too. Do you think the EB70 will work? I do. I don't know what was going on with the the Blue Eddy, I don't even want to blame the Blue Eddy. I don't want to blame it. It wasn't this. Because it never shut off. It never gave me error code. And I know how many watts this can pump out. I want to say it was that fuse was giving me all that problem. And when I double wrap that wire on that fuse, what I think it needs at least a 20 amp fuse in the line and another 20 amp bus fuse, glass bus fuse in the cigarette lighter port. So what I did to compensate for that was wrapped it with some thicker wire and wrapped it with some aluminum foil so it can almost be like a straight line or at least 20 amps. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think that fuse either says a 2 amp or it says 7. I didn't look at it that good. So either way, that's just too low. Let me see. AMZ says 5 liters of fuel. I believe it because I was dumping fuel in it and I had to stop. I thought I was going to fill it up, but I had to stop because I need to save some of that fuel to test my other heaters. Ooh, it's cold outside. But look, you see my temperature going up too. It was just 61 degrees and now look. And it's just being blasted by this cold air. Yep, always a fuse, weakest point. Yes, it is. Yeah, yep. I made a bigger fuse, Benny. I made a bigger fuse. Cindy's World. So those of us that aren't good with wiring should get a handyman who is set it up. That's a no-brainer question. If you don't know how to do none of it, somebody got to do it. So whoever you can figure. What? Oh, that's a good question, Benny. Good question, brother. What temperature is the muffler? Now remember, it's outside too. You ain't gonna believe this. I can't make this up. Now let's test the wire. Let's test the wire. I mean the hose itself. Close to the machine. That's just as hot as the doggone air that's coming out. You see that? This is why I said I set it on metal. By the time you get out here, it's 118, 120. But the muffler, you could touch that. Woo! No, you can't. Don't do that. That's that. It's so cold outside. It's 30 something degrees outside. Let me see something. I got another thermometer, my outdoor. So it's 41 degrees outside and it's 69 degrees about 5 feet away where this was sitting. So it's 41 degrees outside. That's what's cooling that pipe off. But this right here, you can cook a chicken on this pipe. So this pipe needs to really be put in a good place. Raise this up, I would say, raise it up, set it up on some 2x4s, and get an extended exhaust pipe so you can route it wherever you want to go. This unit cannot sit outside, even though I'll be seeing people with it outside. Go figure. Now, get this. I've seen several people leave their unit outside, like when they're out hot tent camping. They'll leave the unit outside in the snow, so it must be okay. I don't know. But then, here's the pipe. Here's the extended pipe. I'm not going to stretch it out. I'm just going to add it on here, okay? For giggles. So it can look like that that creature on Teletubbies. They come and clean the floor and eat their tubby custard. Just home to the left. Oh man, you could have your greenhouse rocking with this. Somebody brought that to my attention yesterday. You could have this in your green. This will heat your whole greenhouse up. If you got, I think we had a 10 by 20. That'll heat that whole greenhouse up. And run all day and night. Imagine 2 liters gonna run you 14 hours. So if this is a 5 liter, what did somebody say? A 5 liter tank? What was that? Let me go back up. If this is a 5 liter tank, imagine how long this will run. Let me put this back in the picture. So, okay. This is a bad boy, y'all. It's a bad boy. It's cranking them out. You see it's only using 19 watts, 36 watts. Okay, let me see. Strawberry 32 says, what grade would you give this heater? Okay. From 1 to 10, 10 being the worst. 10 being the worst. I'm sorry. 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. I would give this heater an 8.5. The reason I say 8.5 is the reason for that. Because I simply hate where how that exhaust is built so close to the fuel line. I hate that. That's just stupid. And the fuse of the wiring thing, that was my problem. I can't blame that. So, hell, with that being said, that wiring problem was my fault. Only thing I hate about this is where that exhaust is, but that's easily resolvable. I changed my 8.5. I give it a 9.5. It's quiet. Y'all can hear me. I talk loud anyway. Listen to this. It's quiet. It's super hot. It's warming up my doggone kitchen. It's running and sipping off of diesel fuel or kerosene, mind you, whichever is cheapest. What do I got bad to say about it? Everything that happened here today, that wiring harness was mine, not theirs. Their wiring harness, I hooked to this battery, which I don't even know if it's fully charged or not. So you got to ask yourself, if everybody on the internet is plugging theirs into a battery with the wiring harness that comes with it, that clearly says my battery is dead. So the wiring harness I got on there, that belongs to me. That's off of some other mechanism. So yeah, I give it a 9.5. And the only thing I hate is that's where that muffler is located. Now let's test that sound again. I'm gonna test it from 5 feet away. Hold on, let me be quiet. Okay. Is 58 decibels. Is 58, I'm sorry, is 58 decibels 5 feet away. But it's only 61 right here. Yeah, that's weird. Way over there, and that's not 5 feet, that's 10 feet. So that's 10 feet away. But right here, it's only 2 more decibels. I'm gonna tell you exactly what it sounds like. Exactly what it sounds like. It sounds like you're drying some clothes. You ever been on the outside of your house and you got the dryer running on the inside, but you go outside the house and stand by the dryer vent, that air to come out? That's what this sounds like, just with a little knock to it. So it's super quiet. I could sleep with that. I sleep with the dryer going. Okay, let's see what we got here. I'm going back up, y'all, and see what y'all saying. Okay, we got the temperature on the muffler. Got that. I'm glad you brought this to us as an opinion. Yeah, yeah. And listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. Even when I do a product review, I won't do a review if I don't like it. I don't. If I don't like it, I'm not going to do it. So remember that too. Now this one is mine. This is how I like to do a product review. When I pay for it, I like to do it real, live, and direct. I don't like making commercially type of videos like that because they they corny. I like to tell the people the truth the real way. I want them to hear me say it. I wish the companies would realize that old school way of trying to present things like on television. People bypass that. People want to hear the truth. People want to hear real people speak. That's a commercial to me. Oh, that feels so good. Okay, let's see. My house has a monitor and has a similar muffler with a 2.5 hole drilled in the wall, a 2.5 inch hole drilled in the wall. I'm going to be building another one. The one that you put together, you say you have one similar. Vegan Micro Farm, do you have the one that you put together with all the parts, or you have an all-in-one unit? Because that other one you have to mount it on something, or or mount it in an RV, a van, or something like that, or in your shop. You have to. What grade would you get his heater? 9.5. Yeah, I answered that. Our tiny home is a 20 by 20. Sounds perfect. I think if you have a 20 by 20 tiny home, I think this heat, you might not even have it on as long as I've had this running. That's how hot this heat is. I think it would have heated your house up so fast. If you wanted it to continue running so you ain't got to go through the whole process, I think what you would have to do is open a window. No kidding. In a 20 by 20, I think you would have to open a window. But yes. Let me see. I keep trying to zoom in to see what the gray tech item is in the background. We're going to be talking about that later, okay? Does it have variable speed setting, medium, low, high? Yes. And that is in the controller here. Problem is, I don't speak Chinese, and some of this stuff is in Chinese, and it's in metrics, and you don't even know how to navigate through this because these instructions are non-existent. But yes, this is what I'm gonna do. Now that we've been up and running for quite some time now, what I'm gonna do, just for giggles, this remote control has a plus and minus, up and a down, basically. I'm going to hit the minus and see what happens. I'm going to bring y'all over here with me. I'm going to hit it again. I ain't kidding. I almost want to cry. So we don't even have to bother with the doggone the screen if you don't want to, because it's an up and a down here and an up and a down here. Now let's crank it back up. I'm gonna go back up to one, back where we were. 2. So you could sip fuel even slower. I'll be doggone. Katrina Brooks, you know you the woman right now. Said it isn't as loud as I feel. I didn't. Everybody kept saying it's loud. It'll drive you crazy. I don't know what they do, but this is what my house sound like all the time. If you drying some clothes or the wind is blowing outside, this don't sound too much different from that. You got loud ass kids. This don't sound too much different than that. Unimportant Homestead says, wow, 9.5. I have to check it out. I'm giving it a 9.5. Sunday Backyard Farmer, do you smell any diesel? I don't smell one drop of diesel, Sunday. The only thing I smell, and you know I ain't lying to nobody, the only thing I smell, it smells like a new product that's getting hot, and it's like I smell the paint. It's like I smell the paint and this whatever this tube is made out of. I smell that. I smell this. I smell all of this. I don't smell no diesel whatsoever. And you see where the muffler is at. Now I get a crosswind that comes from my lake is that way. I get a crosswind and the wind goes this way. So it's pushing the diesel smoke or the fumes sideways. So I don't even think you will probably be able to smell it outside. Not at my house. So that was excellent question. Excellent. You was asking me that the other day. Led, how about if you built a housing box around it to protect it from the weather, then just run the heat exhaust pipe into the house? You know what? Regenerative Life Wayne, listen, on YouTube, that's what everybody does. They have this tube. They have, let me move your comment real quick, okay? They have this tube because it stretches out long like a dryer hose. They run that into the house, leave this outside in like a little dog house, and run that exhaust pipe out the back of the dog house. So theirs stay outside. I've seen several videos like that. Do me a favor, go do some research on this, and you will see exactly what I'm talking about. You're gonna run across those few videos. And it's this one guy, he got a nice house, and he got this sitting outside. You're gonna see he gonna start from the outside. His is just sitting there though. This is going through a hole in the wall in his house, like a dryer vent. He come in the house and come to that, and all you hear is sound like just dryer, just air blowing. You will see that video. But that's a great idea. Great idea. That way, even if you was skeptical of, like right now, this ain't a good idea because that tube ain't far enough away from my house to me. The air is blowing in here. So you know what? You do want to hear something? Sunday Backyard Farmer? I don't smell no diesel fuel, but I should be. Because this air in this window is blowing right at me. Because look, it's so hot that it's changing the temperature on this, but it would be even hotter if this air wasn't blowing on me from the window. So right now I'm getting a direct breeze from the window. I should be smelling diesel fuel and I don't. I smell this paint or oil, whatever that is. How does it sound now since it's been working for a minute? It don't sound no different. It's smooth. Listen. Smooth. I thought that fuel pump was going to drive me nuts, but hell, that sounds like my old raggedy furnace when it cut on, my AC unit. Hey. Yeah, extension pipe for the exhaust. I'm going to be going to work on that immediately. Let me see. What was that? At that noise level, it won't bother my neighbors at all. Right. Listen, I promise you outside this window, you can't hear this thing running. Y'all can barely hear right now. And I'm telling you, you are a foot and a half away from this machine. The pipe. Look. You're a foot. Let me move that out the way so you can see. You're a foot and a half away from this pipe. So that means you just say you 2 feet away from the machine itself. I'm on an iPhone. You can hear this. The speakers and the mics on this is crisp. That is the actual sound you hear. I'm gonna put it right on you. like around 66 decibels. You can't beat that. Your integrity and reputation are on the line when you give a fake review. Um, I just won't do it. I refuse to. You will be surprised how many times I've been asked to do stuff and I just won't do it. I just won't. I've been offered things and tested it and it was lame and I sent it back. I do that a lot. Trust me. I know my FedEx and UPS man by name. I just got a 5 kilowatt Amazon one. Works great, but the controller has no functions but temperature. No clock or timer like the rest of them. Yeah, the 5 kilowatt one, is it an all-in-one or is it the mounted one? That might make a difference too. Say exactly, I can hear it too. That's extremely quiet. It's extremely quiet. I ran my exhaust through the cores, a Coors Light pounder through the wall. Does it have a temperature regulator or does it just blow hot air? I don't know. You know, that's a good question. A temperature regulator. I don't know. Again, this is in I can't say another language. This is a homemade language in here because it's partial Chinese, partial look like French, partial English. It's a mess. So I don't even know. I can't even follow that thing. You can't read it without getting upset in the first 3 lines. Okay, eBay have not upped the price that much. People order mine now. You know what? I'm gonna say this now. To each his own. I stay away from eBay. I'm gonna tell you why I stay away from eBay. I used to be an eBay king. I used to run a business on eBay until the scammers came. Scammers ran me off. They ran me out of eBay. I won't. I wouldn't buy a stick of gum on eBay right now because it's always, almost always a freaking scam. It's like Craigslist. It's just always a scam. Have you ever looked at Facebook Market and they'll say like this 34-foot RV only $1,500, brand new? It's always a scam. I stay away from eBay. To each his own, you know. Does it have a thermostat where it turn off? Like I said, I don't know because these instructions is terrible. It slowed the motor down some. Yes, it did when I hit the button. This is for a house, and it's a okay. I got you. I got you. No problem growing our future. I'm gonna read the rest of these comments, then we're gonna get on out of here. But first, before I get out, say it was 5 watts. Okay, okay. Sounds louder because you're close. Exactly. I'm literally look, I can lay on it. That's how close I am, literally right on top of it. Hey, crafty mom, how you doing this evening? Good to see you, sister. Oh, I'm that far behind. Burning off all the oil and the fingerprint. Yes, that's what it smells like. That's what it smells like, Sunday. It's just burning off all that oil and factory, whatever they got this with. Say I fired mine up yesterday. Love it. Ain't this a bad? You know what? Grease. You got one, so you know. My man Boss Hall, me and Boss Hall was talking about it in one of my videos. Am I lying about this? I ain't trying to sell nothing to nobody. I'm just giving you an alternative. It's a bad boy. That's a bad boy. You will know like what everything I'm saying is the truth. I saw an AC/DC cigarette lighter converter, then just plug it into the generator. Do you think that will work? That's what I got on here right now. A AC/DC cigarette lighter converter, then just plug it in the generator. Yeah, that's what I got on here right now. Yes, I think it will work. Regenerative says, "Lead, this was awesome display of this product by your hands down. I'm going to purchase one and I will have weatherproof box built for it." You know something? I'm gonna tell you something, brother. I'm with you on that because I'm going to try to find a box because the other ones I have to mount, and I'm going to do that and have it on the outside somewhere, pumping hot air, probably into my garage. That would be so cool. Yeah. When you do a regenerative, let me know about it, okay? You can email me at leadfarmer73@yahoo.com because it'd be hard for me to catch it in the comments. But when you finally do it, man, let me know. We're gonna have to chop it up. All the people that got one, we're gonna have to get together and chop it up so we can keep each other informed on stuff that we find out about this screen. So mine is the tall one, like the manual picture. Okay, yeah, but the tube in the front is like yours, right? That's the one I first start seeing online. The up and down is what regulates the temperature. No, the up and down, the plus and minus, because it's not an up and down. It don't necessarily sound like that would regulate the temperature because everything I saw online, they had to go in here to regulate the actual temperature. What the up and down or the plus and minus is doing, it sounds like all it's doing is slowing down the fan in the fuel pump. I don't think it's regulating the temperature, but let's do a test. I'm gonna take that down 2 notches. 1, 2. See what it is right now. It's 164 degrees. Now let's see what it is in a second here. Yeah, it's still piping hot. Actually, it almost feels like it's hotter. $163. 165. 175. I promise to you, it feel like it's hotter. And this is so you see that I'm not trying to get you and put it closer or farther away. 171. 178. I promise it feel like it's getting hotter. 172. Now remember, when it was blowing hot, blowing strong, it was 168. 172. So it's not regulating the temperature per se. It's just slowing down the fan. You know, it's like your air conditioner is running. It ain't necessarily regulating. No, that's different. That's different. So I'm a X what I was about to say. This is set at 71 degrees. And I think it ain't gonna go too much farther around that, under or over that. Like right now, it was 17 degrees Celsius, right? Now it's only at 22 degrees Celsius. So I'm actually see what 22 degrees Celsius. Let me turn this to Celsius. 64. Find something that's about 22. So if 6.0 Celsius, if 6 Celsius is 43 degrees, 12 Celsius would be 86 degrees. Don't get me. It's way quieter now. Let's check the decibels. It's just that fuel pump. If you live in an apartment, if you think this is loud, if you live in an apartment building, this sounds familiar from the neighbors next door or upstairs over top of you. So this ain't hard to get used to. So that's not bad at all. Matter of fact, I prefer it to be like this. Dang, that's quiet as all get out. How much heat is it producing? Do you think it will help in case of another Arctic freeze? Absolutely. Absolutely, yes. And the thing about it is the fuel consumption and the fuel selection makes it better. If you can use 2 or 3 different fuels for your product, for your heating source, that means if you ran out of kerosene, you can switch to diesel. If you ran out of kerosene and diesel, you can make biodiesel and run it off of that. It's people online you making biodiesel out of old cooking grease and running this. And at the end of the day, tailpipes smell like French fries. That says a lot. So, and how hot it is. It's in the description box below, Apartment Gardener. How you doing tonight? Grease said, I researched beforehand. I was pumped when it arrived. Great heat for my workshop. The heat is awesome from these. Thank you for that testimony. Thank you. Let's see. One opinion is to relocate the fuel line away from the exhaust pipe. You can't. Not the way it's set up, you can't. You just simply can't. You'll have an easier time rerouting your exhaust pipe than trying to move the way they got it set up, than trying to move the fuel line. So y'all keep giving me such great ideas for my studio and van. There you go. There you go. I'm going to show you the one later for the van. So I was watching you last night and fell asleep, but now I'm woke up. That's all right. We all get a little taste now. I think the temperature is set 22 degrees Celsius. I think so. Sunday. I think so, brother. I think it just start out low and then it's set at that 22 degrees Celsius. Hey, son. Computer. 22 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit. Computer. Oh, she said she's going to sleep. Like she done paid some bills. Let me see. I'm pretty sure you have to change the temperature on the display screen. That's what I saw everybody on YouTube doing. Changing the actual temperature on the display screen. You got to hit 2 buttons and do a whole bunch of other little trickery stuff. But I think this just controls the fan. You're right about that, brother. Buying mine Friday, Led. Any man, you won't be sorry. Now that fuse part, just get the right wire and you'll be okay. Jones Truth says, I saw a video that said the slower you run it, the hotter it gets. Clearly, definitely, because I'm feeling that right now. I'm not just seeing it, I'm feeling it. All right, Thunder. Let us know how much diesel you use. I'm not going to use all of this diesel. And like I said, the tests that have been done on YouTube, it's already been done. And the average is 7 to 7.5 hours on 1 liter. So, and here's a question I would like to ask that guy. Did he have it wide open or was he just sipping it like this? That's a good question. I'm putting his comment section. Brett TV says some parts of Georgia just had some bad weather and power outages. We have to stay ready. Exactly. 71.6 Fahrenheit. Thank you, brother. I knew it was something like that because I know the guy on they're saying it's set at 71 degrees Fahrenheit. I knew that part. Jones Truth 67 said, I just saw the video, said, oh, got that. Runs hotter. I'm so behind. Oh, man. Okay. Let's see. It's recommended to run a diesel. It is recommended to run a diesel heater on high and compensate the temperature with your thermostat. I believe that. Because diesel fuel is so, what's the word I'm looking for? Without lack of better words, I'm gonna say thick. It really needs to burn hot. You know, I will agree with that. I will agree with you on that. It need to be burning hot and then adjust the temperature. Yes, divine order, kerosene, diesel, and biofuel. 71 in the house will save our lives in the freeze outside for sure. Yes, it will. Is that a new generator next to you? If so, will you be doing a video on it? I'm hoping my video will come out tomorrow. Yes, on it. Not a live. I'm going to do a video and then I'm going to go live and talk about it. So that's it, you guys. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to let y'all see me cut it off. And we're going to go from there. It's only pulling 7 watts on low. 7 watts. That's what I was talking about. I heard this lady keep saying. She kept saying 3. And I think if you turn it down lower, it will do 3 watts. Because right now it's only pulling 7 and 9 watts. You see this? All right, so let's shut her down. Test is over. Bring you in here. Oh, you got to hold it. Fuel pump stop. Fan is slowing to a halt. It's finished. I thought it was going to be more dramatic than that. Nope. That's it. A Sunday. Now I smell diesel. I just smelt it, but it didn't smell like diesel out of a car. It smelled like an electric choo-choo train. Yeah. It smelled like an electric train. Chill, chill. Now I'm gonna let this cool down for a minute so I can close my dang on window. Oh, it start blowing again. It's cooling it down. Look, the fan came back on just to cool it down, blowing off that residual heat. I'm right up on it. So I'm gonna let that blow off and let it cool off. I wonder what the temperature is way over here. Y'all remember what it was way over there? It's 70 degrees now. It brought it up to 70 degrees. And it's 38 outside. It's a bad boy. Now this product right here, I bought this out of my own pocket because I have been so interested. Let me see if anything comes out of this up. The exhaust still running. Let me make sure I shut it off. Fuel pump ain't running. Oh yeah, it's going off. That's lukewarm now. So it must have a built-in cooling system where a cool down cycle. Yeah, because now I'm starting to get cooler and cooler air by the minute. See, I ran my pipe through the wall. It's a permanent spot for now. You know something? I can see doing that. I just want to make sure it's well enough away from anything that's going to blow the wind back or the air back into my house. I got a spot for it in my garage. I know that for a fact. I got a hole plugged up that'll fit perfect, fit that pipe perfect. There we go. Now it's shut down for good. Man, it's a bad. I want to cuss so bad. I'm trying to cut my intake of junk and cursing. I mean, my output of cursing. Okay, that's a wrap. Let me see how hot the pipe is. Okay, that's at 60 degrees. Pipe is at 60 degrees. Close up on it. It's getting colder and colder by the second. That's what I'm most concerned with. I don't want that touching nothing if it's super hot. Round 50, I'm gonna test it right inside that sucker. Right off the 53 degrees, right off of the manifold. Let me see. Look. That cooled down fast. That thing is almost is room temperature. Look, back of my hand is most sensitive skin on you. It's good to go. There you have it, family. We've been in here another freaking almost 3 hours. Any questions? Hey, Lala, how you doing? Good to see you. Hey, Andale. Thank you, Divine Order. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Say thanks for all you do. You're appreciated, Guava. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate everything. Sunday Backyard Farmer, man. Thank you too, man. I want to say thank you to everybody for even pushing me forward when I was ready. I was ready. It was a wash. I was going to go to bed, wake up in the morning, tinker with it early in the morning. I'm glad I did it. And we've been running it. Let's just say we ran it for a straight hour, maybe. We tinkered with it for damn 2 hours. I'm going to have to go back and look at the video. I want to say we ran it for at least a solid hour. Grease said it's going through a cool down cycle. Leave juice to its till it's gone. Like leave it alone till it to run all the fuel out the line and stuff. Okay. Got you. Andale in the house. What you doing up this late, Andale? Thank you for the future. Thank you. Good night, my friend. Good night. Kerosene ignites faster if placed outside. No gelling. Got you. I got to remember that. Hey, Led, I will have to look at the replay. No problem. Ain't no rush. We just in here messing around, just trying to figure stuff out. Now, I'm going to tell you another reason what made me keep on looking at diesel heaters is I forgot about something with propane heaters, right? When it gets really cold outside, like it got down to 17 degrees or lower here in South Carolina, 17 degrees, okay? That's unheard of. It killed a lot of my trees and plants. But what I noticed was when I was out in that tent, my propane wasn't working right. Then I started looking at other people having that same problem to do hot tent camping. When it get too cold, propane, it doesn't turn into a gas good enough. If you put your hands on one of them little green tanks, it start acting better, right? Ain't no different than a big 1 gallon or 5 gallon tank. It's when it's ice cold. My tanks was outside of the tent. I was having a problem running my buddy heater. So I relied mostly on my wood stove. That got me thinking. And that's when I was like, I'm going to have to really start thinking about making it something of an alternative. You know, propane is hard to get, but at the same time, it's not going to operate when the temperature is too low. We got a problem. Say house hunting for 2023 item for my future home. There you go. Congratulations. If you are Katina Brooks, where are you? If you need help finding your future home or financing, let us know. So you can see the frost line on the propane tank. Yes. When it's cold. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can literally scrape that frost off of that mug. Great stream. Glad I found. Thank you. This channel over here, I just like talking about all of the technology that I deal with. Oh, you in Dallas, Texas? I'm gonna ask Lady Leia to see if she will be able to help you. Okay. Email me at leafarmer73@yahoo.com. Thank you, Benny. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate all your help and everybody that chipped in, chimed in. Sunday Backyard Farmer, Benny Foster, man. Thank y'all for y'all was on it. Y'all was on it. And I want to say thank you to all the people that kept rooting me on. All right. So I'm gonna get out of here and probably go to bed. What time is? I don't even know what time it is. Everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Tonight was epic. I thought I was gonna be on here for probably 30 minutes. I ain't kidding. I thought I was gonna be on here for 30 minutes for real. You see, I ain't did no jibber jabber talking. I was on my game. I'm excited about this. I wanted this to work. So unfortunately, we ran into a few bumps, but we got over that. That's how this worked. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. So we all learned something tonight, didn't we? If you even if you have the most remote thought of purchasing one or owning one, you know a couple of quirks. We went through quite a few quirks tonight. So you know to look for that in the if you end up getting it. Thank you, Diversity Love. Say thanks for telling about the temperature issue on propane. Yeah, that's all those fuels. Thank you, everybody. I'm gonna get on out of here. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for coming to Hood Tech Institute, and we all learned something today. Lair Farmer 73. I love you, and I'm out. I'm so happy.